You are watching WOC Concrete Talks.
Welcome to Concrete Talks being organized under the aegis of World of Concrete event. Concrete Talks seeks to demystify the construction industry and bring us close to the innovations, achievements, and passion of the players in this industry. Let us meet one such person who is our guest for today, Mr. Sachin Khate, Chairman and Managing Director, Hasber Machine Private Limited. Mr. Khate is a civil engineer from Walchand College of Engineering. Besides having completed courses in finance management and construction management from NICMAR. Welcome, Mr. Khate. It's indeed a pleasure to have you with us today at Construction Talks, at
Thank you.
Concrete Talks.
Thank you, Padmaji, for inviting me for a concrete. It's a pleasure to discuss in this forum.
Thank you so much, sir. To begin with, tell us about your innovation, Hasber C30 fully automatic mobile concrete mixer. What is the change it has brought to the market?
Padmaji, if you see in a concrete industry specifically, it's highly unorganized. Earlier, we do a concrete with a very traditional way. From last 30 years, there's an innovation called ready-mix concrete. In ready-mix concrete, one is stationary plant, and it's coming with the stationary plant. In we are mixing a concrete, manufacture a concrete, and we transport through a transit mixer. So I'm working in this ready-mix concrete industry from last 20 years. So I found out we should have a change in this industry to make it this more compact, more useful, and more eco-friendly and environment friendly. For that reason, we start learning so many things regarding this new technology. When I visited abroad, I see from last 30-40 years these kind of machines and plants is already exist in Europe, USA, and Canada. Then I decided, why not in India? Then we found it is the costing, the manufacturing process, our mixers, our systems, the way of working. It is not exactly the what the required for this kind of machine. Then we started working on it. And in 2009, we filed our first patent for mobile concrete plants. So as you rightly asked me, what is Hasber C30? Hasber C30 is India's first patented mobile concrete manufacturing unit. So what we did it, we combined stationary plant and transit mixer on the same chassis. And this machine is coming with the entire dry material, come at your doorstep. It is mixed in front of you. It's when you start the button, immediately you get it a fresh mix of a concrete. The entire process is safe, reliable, transparent, and so easy for for even for a construction industry fraternity and for a layman. So this is what the Hasber C30 is.
Okay. So it's a revolutionary change in the market.
Yes, it's a revolutionary change. If you see international market, now international market is switching from this stationary RMC plant to this mobile concrete plant because it's a need of an hour in remote areas, in cities, and road construction, in bridges, in highways, in windmill foundation, where the access for the ready-mix concrete and concrete manufacturing process is very limited, where this machine will be replacing the existing system. This is creating a benchmark and a trend sector in this construction industry.
Oh, wonderful, sir. So going from that, how do you encourage such innovations and use of state-of-the-art products in this industry? What do you see as the role of the government, the private sector, and maybe platforms like World of Concrete event in encouraging such innovations and bringing in more such products into the market?
Yes, I really appreciate this kind of an events like World of Concrete is really helping this industry or supporting the industry to share and to showcase the new trend and new innovative technologies. My only concern is that in our industry, specifically in India in construction industry, government agencies, private sectors, people are hesitant to utilize or to try out this technology. I just, I want to appeal everyone that just let us support the technology. Just have a demonstration, use it. Then you can have the reviews and feedback, and then you can say this. We have some, kind of modification we do, and we can utilize this technology. So this kinds of platform like World of Concrete and all, this will be really gives an eye opener for the even construction industries that We have a technology, but we are not using that. I seen your one of the concrete talk where your earlier guest from Mumbai, they says in Mumbai we are facing a huge problem for delivering a concrete in time. So my and on this forum I could I take an opportunity to share that he's from Mumbai Contractor Association head of. So I request them, sir, we have a solution. It's in Pune only. It's 100 kilometers away from you. We'll be in touch, and definitely the solution is not only for you. This is for entire construction industry, and I'm really happy that World of Concrete is meeting the requirement and the manufacturer as on the same platform. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I have also heard government officials, talking about their hesitancy to bring in new products. I mean, I'm not talking about your machine, but especially in roads and all that, it's a little difficult to experiment with new products because you don't know the life cycle or how it would react in say 20 years or something. So they do say that they can use it in small projects or small patches or something. So, but overseas, they are not having these challenges. There are some pilot projects or whatever, and then they take this forward.
Yeah.
So, anything that you think can kind of attend to this problem?
So I think yes, for immediately for not a big project, it is for government industry can support for this kind of a new innovative technology. But I personally feel being a concrete consultant and an engineer that we have to somewhere we have to try out. Even for a smaller projects or even for a projects where the quantum is less, we have to try out. We have to try out in different location and different region as well to create and establish an equation of the utility of that machine. If it is click, definitely we'll use for that for a bigger projects. But for starting a new projects on smaller scale itself, we have a resistance. Normally in government projects, the entire BOQs and specification is already written. So with beyond that specification, people are hesitant to use this kind of a technology. They say if there is not mentioned in specification, we not allowed to use this machine or material. So I request and appeal for the all the government authorities and semi-government authorities that even some technologies, material science, and even in a construction machineries, I request you there is a provision for utilizing this machine for a tryout purpose. So if we can try out somewhere, then it will be definitely can find out the exact utility of this either for a machine or for the materials.
Yeah. What would you, give as a message to the government and the private sector in terms of the foremost need for this industry? Having a concrete technologist, or as you mentioned, what do you think is the foremost need for this industry?
Padmaji, I've been working in this industry from last 20 years as a concrete from on field to as a consultant. I really feel that our construction industry is basically highly organized. So I feel
Unorganized.
highly unorganized. So I feel whenever we do such a construction projects, so we should have a concrete technologist should be on empanel on that company. Either it's a developer, it's a contractor, or it's a big project. In internationally, this kind of a concept or consultant is already on board. If we see an international projects like Burj Khalifa, they are planned 4 years before with the concrete technologist. They try out hundreds of mixed designs in a different conditions, and then they finalize the things and they execute. You see the world's tallest structure. It is only because of all consultant or expert is on the panel. So we can reduce the concrete problems and we can give a more focus on the durability of a structure. We are here only focused on strength and workability. As far as me, if you ask me, concrete is the world's second largest consumable product. And in India, we don't have a awareness and exact technical knowledge, in-depth technical knowledge as far as delivery is concerned on the ground. It is a lacuna. So I appeal for all the governments, semi-governments, and private developers and builders that whenever you start or construct any project, please take a concrete consultant on board. He will definitely help you not only a mix designing, for definitely support you for the durability of a structure.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Kate, for your wonderful insights.